guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, or if you're new here, hi, I'm Lydia and I create fashion, beauty, lifestyle content, basically anything that makes you feel confident and feminine. So today I have a summer dress haul for you with pieces from Floral and Meshki. I have actually just worked with Floral over on my Instagram and TikTok, however they're not paying me to do an ad over here on YouTube. I'm genuinely just wanting to share these dresses with you over here because I genuinely love them and think they're great pieces for upcoming summer events. So I feel like a lot of these dresses will cover upcoming weddings, graduations, birthdays, brunch with the girls. Even if you just want to feel a bit more elevated day to day, I think these are really good options to also dress down for the daytime. So I'll talk about the sizing, where I'm actually going to wear these pieces, and also how I would style them too, just to give you a bit more inspiration and see how they can fit into your wardrobe. So if you want to go grab a coffee or a drink, sit down and I hope you enjoy. Okay, so this is the first dress, which honestly, I don't know if it's the best one of all of them because I am obsessed with this. The colour, the shape of it, everything. Like, I love a good maxi dress in the summer. So at the front, you've got this cutout design and you've got this sort of beading detail up here, which it doesn't dig in at all, and it is actually really comfortable, surprisingly, even with the necklace on. And as I come back, you'll see there's also beading along here, which ties in really nicely with the design. So material-wise, this is very soft and slinky. It's that sort of material that's very easy to move around in, and also very comfortable in terms of when you're having a big meal and you don't want to feel very restrictive in your outfit. I'm actually going on a cruise and there's a few black tie evenings, so this is definitely one of the dresses I will be wearing for one of those. So in terms of how I'd style this dress, I would either go for a tan mule or a white mule. Now I've tried it on with both of these and I think I do prefer the white mule, just because I think all white accessories makes this look super chic and just really elegant. I'll pop a picture on the screen here just of how I would actually style this for a black tie evening or just on holiday for dinner as well. It is very long, so if you are shorter than me you might have to get this taken up, but anyone who is 5'9" and above, it is going to be a really nice length on you. So for this one I'm wearing a size small, as I think all of the dresses in this haul will be, but this is a really true to size dress. As I said, it's got a lot of stretch in it, so if you're in between sizes I'd probably just size down because it will be stretchy enough to fit you. But also it does have this slit up here, so if you don't want a lot of skin showing, then maybe size up. Ladies and gentlemen, this dress, it is so simple but so pretty. So as you can see on the screen, it's like this dusty pink tone, a very light pink, which I think is perfect for summer occasions. But my favourite part about this dress is definitely the asymmetric sort of neckline we've got going on, especially with this cutout design as well. The knit material of this and sort of the ruching design here makes it feel so expensive but also really wearable as well because of this long sleeve you've got going on. So I'm thinking this one is definitely coming away with me as well on my holiday. However, I also have a night away booked coming up in England in the countryside, and we've booked dinner, so I think this is going to be a really nice option for that. But if you don't have any holidays coming up, this would be perfect for like an engagement party or a garden party. These are the shoes I would pair it with, so they're just like this little kitten heel from H&M. These are really affordable and I think they look really classy. I have a thing with maxi dresses where I really like the dress to sort of hit the floor. I just think it looks so much more elegant, so I always just make sure I wear a heel appropriate for that look. These are the ones I would pair. I think it looks really nice with silver and gold jewellery. But yeah, I think one of the massive benefits of this dress is because it's so stretchy and it feels so comfortable. It's really breathable being knit as well. The only thing with this one is you do have to wear nipple covers and nude underwear just so it's not see-through. Okay, the perfect black maxi dress doesn't exist. Actually, it does, and it's this one from Meshki, and I am obsessed with this dress. It genuinely feels so designer. I don't know if you're going to be able to see from there, but it is really lightweight, but the movement of the dress feels really dramatic, so that's what makes it give like a really luxe feeling. Honestly, I think I'm going to be packing all of these dresses on my next holiday because, like I said, there's a black tie evening and there's a few of them, and this is definitely going to be one of the dresses that I wear as well. I also think this one would be such a lovely choice for a sunset dinner. It feels so like low-key and effortless, But if you had like your hair slicked back, silver accessories, I think that'll look really put together and like you've put in a lot more effort than you actually have. Also, you might be thinking a black dress for a summer holiday, but black looks so nice with a tan, like really glowy skin. I just feel like you can't beat a black dress on holiday, especially when it fits this good. Again, I'm wearing a small in this dress and it is a bit long, kind of like the red one that I tried on before. So yeah, if you're smaller than me, you probably will need to get it taken up. However, if you've got high heels on, it probably won't be an issue. And also at the back of this dress, it's like a halter neck design. So if you pull it tighter, it'll actually lift the dress slightly up. So that might be useful to know if you're kind of like on the borderline of whether you need to take it up or not. I just know this is going to be such a good option for when I want to feel like really glam, but I just want something really easy to wear. Okay, you can't tell me that this is not summer in a dress. It is genuinely giving like Euro summer vibes, like Santorini, really kind of beachy vibes, and I love that. I think it's so different to the other ones that I've tried on so far. So as you can see, we've got this like halter neck design going on again. However, I actually think you can wear this dress with the straps down and like tie it in a bow at the front, so it's like a strapless dress. So it's kind of like a 2-in-1. I think the white and the blue is such a fresh print. And also, I've spoken about how I don't tend to go for a lot of prints in the dresses that I buy, just because I feel like they kind of go in and out of trends. And I'm not really one for trends. I prefer to stick to more like classic dressing. But this is a very classic print. Like this comes out every summer and it's not going to be out of fashion. So you know you're going to get a lot of wear out of it. I think in the daytime, I would style this with like a straw hat or straw accessories to make it feel sort of like quite rustic, relaxed. But then in the evening I would wear it with like a slick ponytail or a slick back bun. So my rule of thumb when it comes to styling dresses and with different hairstyles is that whenever I've got something going on the front, like kind of on my chest or up here onto my neck, I'll always wear my hair in a slick back bun, a slick back pony, or like a half up, half down situation where this bit is all away from my face. First of all, it's great in the summer having your hair back because it's just a lot easier, gets really frizzy in the heat, and yeah, I just think it can look a lot more sleek that way. But second of all, it just takes the focus away from your hair and onto the dress. So if you pair it with really minimal jewellery as well, it just ensures you look really put together and also just really clean and sophisticated too. Also, one thing to mention about this dress is if you're a bit funny about having really clingy material, this isn't at all, and I think this would be a really nice option for you. So it kind of comes in at the waist, but then it flows out nicely, so it's not clinging to you at all. And it also has a bit of stretch in the back as well, because it is kind of like a linen cotton material, so there's not much stretch in the actual dress, but there is like a little stretch in the back. Right girls, this is definitely giving like power look. I love the tailoring on this dress, but it also feels really feminine still. It's such a pretty design and it just feels really nice to wear. The plunge neckline definitely adds a little bit something to the dress without it being like too much and in your face, especially if you have smaller boobs. Like this is really flattering because it gives you a little bit of a push. You don't have to wear a bra, but it is still really comfortable, and I can imagine it's still breathable in like a hot country. I'd suggest wearing this for a time where you want to feel a bit more expensive. For example, something that's like a little bit more extra, like a birthday dinner or like an engagement party. Something where you kind of want to be like a centre of attention, but like a bit low-key as well, because I just think this is such a flattering design, and paired with all white accessories, it just looks so classy. So because this has gold detailing at the front here with the buttons, I definitely pair this with more of a mix of silver and gold jewellery, or just gold jewellery, and also gold accessories too. So for example, on a handbag, I would suggest going for something that's got gold embellishments on there and hardware, because that will just bring out the gold in the dress and it'll just complement the whole outfit and look really put together. Again, I'm wearing a size small in this dress, and with me being 5'9", I think I've said this before, I find it really hard to find mini dresses that are not too short, but this is actually a really nice length and I don't feel like it's going to come up at all. So for this one, I definitely suggest staying true to size, and if you're in between sizes then I'd probably size up, just because it is that sort of like crepe material that is not as stretchy as some of the dresses. I also think this dress would be so nice for the daytime if you paired it with some loafers or ballet flats, like a little jumper over your shoulder, sunglasses and a little bag as well. I just think that would be such a nice daytime look for like day drinks or even like a first date or shopping in the city. I just think again it'll look like you've really tried with this outfit, but all you need to do is buy this dress and that's basically the work done for you. Like, it is just so flattering, and I can imagine this is flattering on so many different body shapes too. Okay, so another maxi dress. This one is also from Meshki, and this is just, I feel like, such a moment. I feel so glam in this and haven't even accessorized it. I've literally just got like basic hair and makeup done and it already feels so glam, but it's also such an easy piece. I think because it's got this whole twisted detail and the cutout design, it just elevates it slightly and makes it a lot more fun. Could definitely dress it down with sandals for more of like a daytime look at a beach club. I'll come slightly closer so you can see the material, but it's kind of like this metallic like sheen, and it is again a knit material, which I do really love for holidays. Like, I just think it is kind of more of like a relaxed vibe, but also you can dress it up to feel a lot more glam. I'm also wearing a small in this dress, and I'd say if you're in between sizes, again size up on this one, just because the dress does have quite a lot of stretch. But actually, to get this dress on, you have to put it over your head, and there's kind of like two compartments you can see. It is a little bit tricky to get on, and this bit here, because it obviously doesn't want to like, you know, slip or anything and show anything off, it's quite tight, so that bit, there's not actually any stretch in it. So that is the hard bit to get like over your shoulders if you have broader shoulders, and yeah, it's just a bit tricky. So I would suggest sizing up if you're in between, because I think also if there's like loose material, it kind of just adds to the dress because it will sort of drape down and it won't look too big on you. I've just come back so you can see it a little bit more as well for like the whole shape of it. I would probably style this again with white accessories or gold accessories because it's fully gold, but it's a very light sort of shimmery gold, and I think if you paired it with a different shade of gold, it would look really elegant and sophisticated. I just think a bronze sort of makeup look with this dress, gold accessories, is just screaming like summer goddess. Okay, last but not least is this beautiful mini dress from Club L London. This is absolutely stunning, and I feel like the back is just a moment in itself. Now, you will have heard me say earlier on in the video that I don't tend to wear a lot of prints. However, I could not resist this one because it is so beautiful. It's got this kind of like a floral design on it, and I just think because the colours are quite muted, it is a lot more wearable than like a really vibrant print. And also because the base of the dress is white, I just think this is going to come out every summer. I was very scared that this was going to be very, very short on me because I think on the website it's actually described as a micro mini dress. So I was a bit like, oh, I'm not really sure this is going to be a good fit for me. However, it's actually fine. And I think because it's got so much material, it doesn't feel as short as it actually is, because it doesn't feel like with the wind it's just going to blow up, because it is quite weighty. The fabric of this one is kind of like a linen material, which makes it really breathable and cool to wear in the heat. And I just think with this sort of plunge neckline, even if you've got a small chest like me, it's still really flattering and it adds a lot of drama to the dress. I think a perfect event for this one would be, again, a birthday, a garden party, a baby shower, kind of any summer event this would be perfect for. If you're in between sizes, definitely size up again on this one. However, it has got these adjustable straps on the back, which you can actually tighten yourself to sort of fit your body. So it gives you a bit of leeway with how you want it to sit on you. The reason that I kept this one till the end as well is because it's actually the hardest one to get into, especially when you're on your own. So just bear that in mind. If you know you're going to be on your own when you're putting this dress on, it's doable, but you do work up a little bit of a sweat doing it. However, I do think the end result of the dress is completely worth it. And this one is a little bit more expensive than the other dresses I've tried on, but I think that comes down to the actual quality of the material and the design. Like, this is a very intricate design dress and you can definitely tell when you're wearing it. I've actually booked a really last minute trip to Italy and I'm definitely thinking of taking this away because I feel like it needs its moment to shine, and Italy is where this dress was made for, basically. basically. I'll also pop a picture on the screen of this one as well when I styled it for Instagram, just so you can see with a bag and with some shoes how it would actually look. I am going to finish the video off here because I have tried on all the dresses that I had to show. I'd love to know which is your favourite in the comments below, and also let me know what videos you want to see from me. I was thinking of doing like a mini series helping with capsule wardrobe dressing, kind of like accessories, basically things that I think you should invest in to have a great capsule wardrobe to hand. I'll link everything in the description box down below that I've worn in this video, and if you ever want to find anything that I've worn on my Instagram or TikTok, then head over to my LTK and you can shop all of my outfits there. And also don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel so you get notified every time I post on here. I hope you guys have really enjoyed this haul, and I hope you have a lovely week ahead. Bye!